Platform for Democratic Change came second in the February general elections, behind the National Resistance Movement, which pulled 68% against 27% of FDC. But Besigye attributes his party's failure in the last elections on a number of factors, both internal and external.
Where we had the capacity and ability to do something, but didn't. That's what I call an internal challenge. And those of you who were here, you may remember the challenges we faced in launching the sale of cards. The tear gas we ingested.
Besigye, however, insisted that the country nonetheless needs a regime change if the population is to realize justice and liberate the population from the endless suffering. Besigye called on the population to lead in forcing a change in the country.
We must have governments that are controlled by the people, and not people that are controlled by the governments. That is the fundamental shift that must take place.
The FDC leader acknowledged the input by Parliament on the oil deal debates, though he is optimistic that the vocal legislators from the ruling party might be compromised.
And that process, I'm sure, is already going on. You know, inviting those who are most vocal individually and, you know, persuading them or blackmailing them or influencing them in different ways, including exchange of money and so on.
He advised the judiciary to remain independent in executing its work, especially when dealing with corrupt amongst government officials.
Everybody was happy and drumming that I was being framed. Now the same fellows who could not see that injustice is injustice are saying, but we are being treated unfairly. These things may not be true. The same characters. What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Concerning the issue of walk-to-work demonstrations, Besigye denied any plans by the participants to disrupt the ongoing secondary school examinations, but rather accused the police of having a plan to use excessive force on the participants to cause chaos in the country.
I was told that, you know, the Kayihura and his people were ganged up at my gate. I think they are still there, you know, with the breakdowns and tear gas. And they are missing the point. They are totally missing the point. I am not the problem. We are not the problems here. The burden of making sure that exams are not disrupted must rest squarely with the police. As we saw in the last walk-to-work campaigns, all violence and confusion was started by the police.
Meanwhile, security personnel was minimal in Seeta, with a few policemen and plainclothes officers monitoring Rider Hotel, where FDC leaders were having a retreat. Julius Senkandwa, NTV 11.